Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for NASDAQ price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. A quick overview for NASDAQ. Where are we? What are we looking at? We are currently in a wave 5 in the yellow scenario where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well. Impulse toward the upside. We have potentially here turning into double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish, of course, a wave 5 in confluence target with the 1-to-1 and 0.618 taken from the wave 1 based on the wave 3, and of course in confluence as well you can see that the wave 3 in the blue line that it has to be finished, of course also in the middle of the blue line taken from the wave 1 based on the wave 2, giving us 1.618. This confluence is a very strong target, of course, in the blue zone here to reach the 37k 800, of course, once we finish, of course, this wave 5. Now let's move inside this wave 5 to see what's going on inside it. On the daily chart, we are looking here at a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished a wave 1 potentially, and we're looking at a wave 2 after it. We can consider this, of course, a wave 1, and it can be a wave 3, nobody knows. It can be even like we're looking for a wave 5 here. But of course, inside this wave, you cannot count a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, especially that your wave 5 is not finished impulsively. Meaning that you have to turn all of that as a corrective wave. Potentially, of course, it's finished here and then looking for higher. We were estimating this. However, we got a signal yesterday that we are dropping down. Continuation of the trend towards the next targets, which it might be, of course, the expanding flat as, of course, 1.38, 1.618. Now, if we break, of course, this price at 16K, this is a recession signal, of course, for NASDAQ, meaning this wave 4 has interfered with the zone 1, which is not allowed in an impulse. And of course, it will turn all of this into a big corrective wave as A, B, C, or W, X, and a Y, looking potentially even to take this low or somewhere in this area here. Meaning, if we move toward the downside, you have to expect, of course, the same move, double move toward the downside. Yeah, so we have to be careful with it. This is a recession signal in case we hit it and we don't retrace back toward the upside after finishing this small corrective wave. Let's move inside it to see, of course, what's going on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, we are looking, of course, at 3 waves down for a wave A or W. We are looking here at a corrective wave W again and X, and a final W again to finish an X, a bigger X, or a wave B, A, B, and a C. Now, basically, if this will be considered as a wave 1 impulsive, however, the structure inside it doesn't really help as an impulse, a lot of overlapping. We have seen, of course, a 3 waves toward the downside, and then, yeah, we saw, of course, a W, X, and Y. 3 waves corrective, meaning potentially that we finish this structure in 3 ways as well, turning it into a big W, X, and a Y. Meaning this wave Y here might, of course, move as well towards the downside, potentially hitting even the perfect fib levels in confluence with the ABC expanding flat in case we are in an expanding flat. So I always take in confluence targets here. Yeah, we are looking for 1-to-1 fib level potentially, which is close to the 1.38. And yeah, if we move even lower, therefore we have to transform this into an expanding flat. On the 1-hour chart, if you can see, of course, that we have a W, X, and a Y toward the downside. We were counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, and then wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and then your wave 4 invalidates this impulse, turning this into 3 corrective waves, meaning, of course, that you have to consider this as a 3 structure for a W, 3 structure for an X, and 3 structure for a Y again. And that's why, of course, we are considering here that we are moving toward the downside again, of course, for this 1-to-1 fib level in confluence, as you can see, taken from the top here to the of course the wave Y after 3 corrective waves, dropping down again in confluence, of course, with this 1.38, 1.618 at, of course, 17,469. So basically, we are looking at this confluence in targets, and I believe that we're gonna achieve this, of course, potentially in an impulse. It can be because we have, of course, 3 ways down, 3 ways up. It can be, of course, an impulse towards the downside to finish, of course, this scenario. Currently, if we move a little bit even much more in the micros on the 13-minute chart, we can see that we have a huge impulse towards the downside. Now, today we're gonna be corrective a little bit, but I believe that this wave 2 is not a very long in time. Therefore, this wave 4 can be finished already right now, and then you can move continuously for a wave 5 at any time. Your target for a wave 5 can be given, of course, in the following fib level, wave 5 over 1. We're looking here at those signals and targets where we might reach this blue box, of course, between the 19K 700 and 19K 750. So this is what I'm looking for today, continuation toward the downside with the red candle. That was it for NASDAQ. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.